this. I know these texts and calls, it's just a lot of playing pretend. And I wanna do more than talk. I guess that you can call us friends, but that's not what I want at all. Get into the space I'm in. I wanna do more than talk. I'm not feeling conversational. I don't really wanna play it cool. Take this to another level. More than talk. Go ahead and make it so comfortable. Say your things and everything you wanna know. As long as you take this to another level. Skittering at the edge of your shirt, wondering who will make the move first, making me forget I've been hurt. I've never been so bold or reckless. Now we're running out of our words, overturning tables we turn, throwing out the things that I've learned. Cross the line and take my chances. And baby, thinking this is it. Either it's right or wrong, but I've already pictured it. And I wanna do more than talk. Nothing like a crazy risk to give me what I really want. Get into the space I'm in. I wanna do more than talk. I don't really wanna play it cool. Take this to another level. More than talk. Go ahead and make it so comfortable. I'll show you things you never knew you wanted now. As long as you take this to another level.
You know you're in need of coffee when you start off your stream and realize, hey, I'm an actually live camera. So now you see the behind the scenes look. Oh, for Pete's sake. That, you know, it's all right. It's all right. I'd rather be stuck in a live camera than intermission. So there is that. Good morning, everybody. As you probably figured out, you're gaming with the Team Monster, and I'm having a less than smooth transition into my Friday. I am trying out, though. Thought a lot of people know. I'm still on the beta and still trying out new things with this soundtrack by Twitch. And let me now switch to intermission. This will be good. I'm trying out this new software. I'm on the beta for oh, and look at that. Huh. My camera seems to have remedied itself because, okay, All right, a couple of things. So first off, beta team. I'm on the beta team of this thing called Soundtrack by Twitch, and Soundtrack by Twitch is Twitch's response / offered solution to streamers for music to listen to while they stream. Something other than in-game music. So it's something I wrote about in Twitch for Dummies, and something that I was trying to figure out when would that Primrose relationship finally come to an end. What I was talking about specifically was, and it was something I noticed straight away with Twitch when I first came on as a viewer, that people were able to have stuff playing in the background on their Spotify, and the RIAA and everybody just looked the other way. Nobody seemed to have an issue. And when it's people when it's DJs doing remixes of songs and remixes of remixes and compilations of samples and all these different things, which I have heard people criticize, basically electronic music, quote unquote, doesn't take any talent. But what I've noticed about the people who say that are usually people who don't do the mixing themselves and have never tried it. I actually did it once as a soundtrack for one of Phil Rossi's short stories. I did like a little DJ sampling of stuff that was in Soundtrack Pro, and I won't lie, it was tough. It was really hard to do, to create a loop that could work and sound original and sound, just basically tick off the boxes of all the things that people make music claim that they do. So what DJs do, I don't think is something that is easy by any stretch of the imagination. I respect what they do, but when they're doing remixes and sampling and all this stuff, it's even harder to enforce, Digital Millennium copyright and the RIAA rules, etc., etc. So I guess with electronic music, it's a little more lax. I have never been red flagged by YouTube or otherwise when I put up electronic music, unless it is by people that have a higher profile in electronic music. If it's Paul Oakenfold, if it's Crystal Method, if it's if it's Cheyenne, if it's what's the group? Portal, I think, is the group I'm thinking of. Basically, people who have done music for Hollywood and are known for electronic music and things like that, yeah. Then I will get red flagged. But other folks, like stuff you would hear on A State of Trance and stuff like that, never gets red flagged. But what I was more curious about were people that were playing metal, people were playing the Rat Pack, and people were playing pop music and things like that. And I thought, wow, I guess the RIAA is a little lax with gamers and with Twitch, because they're just playing video games and it's in the background. So I guess that falls in the same rule that YouTube deals with when people put up videos, but there's music playing in the background. And maybe that was the hill that the RIAA was going to die on. But now suddenly they've stepped up and they go, nope, we're going to start shutting down stuff, which is weird. I find that a little weird. But on brand for the music industry, because the music industry honestly is struggling. I think they're struggling worse than the publishing industry on how to deal with digital media, right? And I'm speaking as somebody that's not just a content creator. I'm talking about somebody who is who's been a published author since the dawn of the e-reader, if you will. Good morning, Steampunk Rick. How are you? Good to see you. Doing my usual morning talk, which puts off me getting into The Last of Us. This is the way I kind of work through my nerves in playing The Last of Us. Okay, I feel like I have to talk before I'm like, okay, let's get into the game. Because, man, this game tests your emotional limits. I won't lie to you there. Anyway, so I'm testing out what has become the response that Twitch has had for using music and having music in the background. It's called Soundtrack by Twitch, or Soundtrack. And here's what I'm noticing so far. Interface is very similar to Spotify, so that's kind of nice. You're in like a familiar zone if you've ever done this. They have stations and then they have playlists. The stations are put together by I guess the stations are similar to the stations you would see in Spotify, where it's Twitch basically dipping into a playlist of approved songs. And they're like, okay, we're going to play these songs and put them in this category. Those categories not only need broadening, they need work. They currently have 4 stations: electronic, dance, rap, and lo-fi hip-hop beats. So lo-fi hip-hop beats is exactly what it sounds like. Okay, that's, it's that groove music that I play whenever I'm doing designing or something where I'm it's what I'm gonna call a talk show format. That would work, and that one's fine. It's a similar situation as electronic music, in that a lot of the lo-fi stuff and beats tend to be sampled. So the RIAA rules are a little loosier, a little goosier with those. Then you got rap, again, approved artist, good on you, fantastic, and that goes out there. But then we get to the line that gets really, really fuzzy. There's dance and electronic. What is on the dance playlist, was on the dance station, I actually classify as electronic. It's trance, it's house, it's a little bit of chill. There's a beat to it, and it's very smooth. And I love playing video games to what I consider electronic music. And then there's electronic, and I don't know how to describe this music other than it is very experimental. I think it would be better if it was called alternative digital, because they have these very high notes that kind of sound like nails on a chalkboard to me. It's that music, those. It sounds like you're playing Mario Kart, and you're or Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're constantly just at that point in the game where you're just getting nothing but coins. It has that kind of grating sound to it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What I also don't like is that these are the only 4 stations. This is it. These 4 and we're done. I would like to see them have like a station for seasonal music, because it's Halloween right now. It'd be great if we had some spooky music to play, and December's just around the corner. It'd be great if they had some royalty-free or remixes of Christmas music that we could play. And then we get the playlists. Now, last night I played Crossfire, and apparently Crossfire inspired this image for my inspired this image, chat, and apparently people really like this image of me. I don't know what that says. I don't know what this says about. Can you see that? Yeah, that's not focusing, but it's basically my metalhead scream into the mic, and people really like the image. So Crossfire inspired that. And now what I'm doing is I'm giving this is in the playlist section, and I'm giving playlists another shakedown, because in the middle of my playlist, around I would say it's around 3.5 hours. This is right before we started playing Phasmophobia. The Crossfire mix just stopped. It ended, and either I had reached the end of it, which shocked me a little bit, because it was 3.5 hours I was playing, and the playlist ended, and I'm like, are you serious? I mean, the beautiful thing about and granted, it's a beta, so I think it would help if the playlists section had like running times, like this is how much music you have to play around with, so you either loop it or you just so you know. And right now I'm actually playing the playlist powered by Sushi Dragon, and this is what I think is the most intriguing aspect of Soundtrack by Twitch, is they have two playlists. They've got this one, which is electronic banger after banger. So he's doing house. He's doing primarily house and hip hop. And then right next to it, Powered by Sushi Dragon, is Powered by Ammunition. Yeah, I know, Nico. I am up early, aren't I? So are you. This is my Friday Fun Run. How are you? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Friday Fun Run, it's where I play a game that's different from what I'm normally used to playing, which is Destiny. Last night, though, I again added one of my new games to the rotation, which was in fact Phasmophobia, which has become a Thursday night thing with that guy Nico and Thermal Wolf and Phil Rossi Media. So it's really a lot of fun. We had a good time last night. Today's Friday Fun Run is The Last of Us Part 2. And the reason I am in subs only is not because I'm feeling my worth as a streamer. It is mainly because I've heard there are people that go into streams that are streaming The Last of Us Part 2 and they spoil the ending. So I'm like, okay, you know what? If you're going to spoil the ending of The Last of Us Part 2, here's going to be my suggestion. Sub. If it's worth it, if it's really going to be worth it for you to sub, then to spoil the game, then you really are in a special kind of hell for an existence. You're probably one of those people that's crying in their beer over the shutdown of Perfect Game. So yeah, pay up, trolls. Exactly, Nico. Pay up. You wanna spoil my surprise? Pay up, sucker. So yeah. Ironically, though, this is what I've noticed, Nico. When I go on a subs only, my numbers are pretty much consistent. So I don't know. Anyway, but what I'm doing right now is, apart from stalling my entry into The Last of Us, I'm talking a little bit about the beta of Soundtrack by Twitch, which I just want to say thanks to Twitch for inviting me on the beta. It's been a lot of fun. I love being able to test stuff out. I just need to make sure that I give my feedback after about a week's worth of use. So I was going back to what I think is the strongest and most appealing aspect of this, is that apparently, and I haven't figured out where or if you can do it yet in Soundtrack, but what it looks like is that they're allowing streamers to make playlists and then release them on Soundtrack, which I think is very cool. I think that's a great idea. It's a lot of fun, and it's also a great way to promote yourself as a streamer. Like this one is Powered by Sushi Dragon. The next one is Ammunition, and Ammunition did Crossfire style playlist. She did metal. I love this. I love the idea of them doing this. And then my next question is, okay, let me guess. I have to be a partner if I want to have my playlist even considered to be featured. Which again makes sense. That should be a partner only perk. I agree. I think you should throw a bone to the people who are doing the beta, but that's another thing. That's my own opinion. But I do think that the idea of creating your own playlist and then having Twitch spotlighted in some way, it's like that's the minor league right underneath being featured on the homepage. Where I think Twitch is going to have some issues with Soundtrack, I've heard people complain about how the Crossfire playlist is a kind of metal. It's not heavy metal, it's death metal. It's got the screaming and the wall of sound that some people associate with metal, but not all people do. Same thing with electronic. The way they define electronic is not the way I define electronic, and they may find themselves in a weird quagmire of trying to define what is what. And then, of course, there are going to be people that are like, well, why isn't there a classic rock station? Well, that's an easy one. Classic rock is protected. It is locked down heavily. And then we run into another complication with the RIAA, is the double standard that people are seeing with it, because this just recently happened. So remember the video that went viral, the one where the guy's on the skateboard and he's got the ocean spray and he's drinking his ocean spray and he's listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, right? Well, then what happens? Video goes viral. People start doing their own spin on it. And then Mick Fleetwood himself, the man behind Fleetwood Mac, does his own spin on that video, right? Well, yesterday, there was an ad for TikTok. And they had a compilation of all of these videos that were inspired by this one guy. And it ended with Mick Fleetwood doing it. And I want, let's process that for a second. Now, probably there's something in the rules of TikTok. There's something in the rules of TikTok that say, hey, if you make a video, we reserve the right to turn it into an ad or use your likeness. And that's fine. I have to ask myself, did Mick Fleetwood know that? Does Mick Fleetwood own the reproduction rights and the rights to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, or does a recording studio? Because again, it's the double standard. It's the double standard. Now, this is what you may or may not know about the DMCA. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act is I don't think it's a bad thing. I get it. It's a good thing. But here's where it gets into a kind of a gray area, and I have a feeling that my wife and I are going to talk about this in the shared desk. We just saw a video about a huge court case where someone used the DMCA to take down another author's works. Here's where it gets tricky, though. The DMCA basically states that we are taking all the pressure off of the platform. So I could be on Twitch. I could play, an entire afternoon of the Rat Pack, and have that be my background music, right? But then Capitol Records or the Frank Sinatra estate or whomever who own the rights to those songs could come back to me and say, yeah, I'm using the DMCA and you're dealing with US cease and desist. And if you do it again, I'm gonna sue, right? Twitch is out of the picture. They're like, hey, we're just a platform. We're just giving him a place to do his thing. So the DMCA basically is individual v. individual. They're like, if you're putting, or I should say this, entity versus an individual. It could be Capitol Records v. T. Morris, that kind of thing, right? But here's where it gets complicated. It then is on to the plaintiff. It's on to the person that is saying, hey, this is a violation of the DMCA. It is on them, not the platform, but the person making the claim. They have to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that you willingly broke copyright, that you willingly did this and knew you were doing this and were intending to have malicious intent, make money off of your work, etc., etc. This brings us back to the court case that Pip and I were watching this other YouTuber talk about, where the person making the claim against this other author really couldn't prove that they had created the work initially. They were taking credit for it, but there was no proof in it whatsoever. This was like an open world universe thing. She created something, and another author created something similar, and she was like, I don't like this, and she went to shut it down. The only reason this author didn't lose her court case in Virginia is because the other author that she was suing ran out of money. It's a really good video, and I should probably put it in a Discord link. But this is where the DMCA and this is where copyright law gets really, really complicated. And that brings us back here to Soundtrack. And do I think Soundtrack is a neat idea? I do. It is a work in progress. This is a beta, and I think it's got a lot of potential. I need to get my thoughts down on it though, and send my thoughts off to Twitch, and say, here's where I'd like to see some changes happen. It is shitty, but so long as the other party can prove that they have, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that you are violating copyright law, then there is ground to stand on. It would be like saying this, Steampunk Rick. And actually, I'm going to save that story for just a moment. I need to use the restroom. So give me a second, everybody. I'm going to let you play. I'm going to let you listen to a sampling of this of Sushi Dragon's playlist, and I will be right back. Give me a second, everybody. Hold that thought, Steampunk Rick. I got something to say about it. Like that should come as a surprise to you. I'm beginning to think that in the future, I'm going to actually change it up to where when I come on here on Friday mornings, I should do what I do. I should queue up the game and do a open. You know, why don't I just do it now? Let's do this. Let's do this, everybody. Let's do this. I should do a just chatting. I should have a just chatting thing and just, hang out, chit chat with everybody, then go and play the video game. Because that makes a lot more sense. Hey, you know what? That's the thing about streaming. You're always learning something new. So let me do this. Let me go in here. Let's see here. So Friday Fun Run. And that way, what's nice about me doing this, where I chat a bit, is that it's basically I game on my time, and I can also go on ahead and I can talk a little bit about about whatever's on my mind. I can also open it up, and then I can go, okay, we're switching gears, etc., etc. But what I should do first and foremost is find this video. Let me just see. It's Lindsay. Let's see. YouTube. I think that's it. No, that's Lindsey Sterling. I love Lindsey Sterling, don't get me wrong. Maybe that's it. That's it. That's it. No. Oh, wow. It's a story exclusive to Business Insider. Interesting. Yeah. There we go. So I have become a major fan of Lindsay Ellis. She is she really is amazing. She is really amazing, and I love some of the stuff that she has brought to light. And one of the things that she talked about recently was this is the video I'm talking about. So it's an author and YouTuber named Lindsay Ellis. And she talks about the DMCA. And here's the thing about the DMCA that I think does work. It is like anything in copyright. It is an attempt to protect the author. And here's as you said earlier, Rick, it said it feels kind of shitty, that the DMCA is preventing me as a streamer to have in the background, just to have in the background a little bit of atmosphere, a little bit of music, and that if I purchase music, I can't use it for purposes like that. Okay. So I'm going to put it in terms involving me, okay, because it's all about me. So you've got, in my case, you've got a book. Right, you've got this book about a dashing young archivist, and then you've got this beautiful spy from New Zealand, right? And they've got funny little quips, and they go back and forth, and they go back and forth. And one of the most quoted lines from the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences. Why, yes, I happen to have a copy right here. This is just in case people think, does T really know what he's talking about? Yes, I do. So there's the book, right? There's the book. And there's a line in this book. There's a line in this book that is beloved by fans where the head of the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences says to the young roguish New Zealand femme fatale, he says, the way you like to solve problems is something along. He says the way you like to solve problems is not with diplomacy or with spycraft, but with black powder and dynamite. And she comes back with, "But I like black powder and dynamite." Okay, right. So we do our short fiction, and we release it as a podcast for free. We tell the authors this is the terms. The authors say cool. We use royalty-free music because we have a library of royalty-free music. That's cool, and we give them out for free. Right? There's nothing wrong with us giving it away for free because that is under our control. It is our choice. We are deciding that we want to give away these short stories for free. But what would happen if somebody took the first 2 seasons of the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences podcast, burned it onto a jump drive, or burned it onto a disc, and said, "We're selling audio CDs of the Ministry of Peculiar Occurrences and their award-winning podcast"? Well, one, they're already available online for free, so we got a problem with that. 2, why are they pressing CDs or burning stuff on jump drives and making money off of it when it's our property? And 4, even if they are, even if we have agreed, yeah, we're okay with you, making your own CD or making your own collection, we're backing up and go, okay, so where's our cut? Because that's our world, that's our IP, and that's where the Digital Millennium Copyright comes into play. Here's where it gets, here's where the waters get particularly murky with copyright. So Pip and I were asked, and I'm going to try to be as vague about this as possible. Pip and I were asked to blurb somebody's book. And that process is basically an author comes to you with their book and they say, hey, I really like your work. I like what you do. And either the publisher or the author will approach another author and said, we would like it if you would blurb the book. And that's when you have like a little quote about what you think about a book, and your name and your work is attached to it. It is regarded as a nice little marketing zing for both of you, because 1, helps promote the other book, 2, it helps you promote your book, right? For any budding authors in the audience, I'm going to tell you right now, book blurbs are nice. They don't sell books, but they're nice to have. Okay? Hold that thought. I'm not opposed to the DMCA. Artists absolutely should have the rights to earn money and protect their work. I just don't like when people abuse it. Spirit versus letter of the law. Then, you know what, Rick? When you can, watch that YouTube link with Lindsay Ellis. It's a pretty fascinating deep dive into somebody clearly abusing the DMCA. But here's where those waters get particularly murky. So this author came to us and said, we'd like for you to blurb our book. And we were like, yeah, sure. So we're in the opening chapter. Set in the United States. Plucky, spirited, femme fatale, secret agent. And she is assigned another secret agent who is not really a field agent. He is the librarian. And at one point, someone said that the director of this secret agency is saying to this woman, you have a certain style when it comes to dealing with diplomacy. And she went, yeah, it's a matter of application of black powder and dynamite. I read that line, stopped, went to Pip and said, read this and tell me what you think. And I walked away. It was one of those weird flights where I was sitting in one row and Pip was sitting in another row. And I walked away. About half an hour later, Pip comes up to me, and the look on her face, I don't think I could produce it. I don't think I could reproduce it. The look on her face, she was pissed. And she said, this is a ripoff of us. And I said, let's take it to the agent. Let's ask her opinion. She said the exact same thing. This is a ripoff of your work. Now, the question is, can we prove it? And that is where copyright law is really ultra gray, ultra vague. And unless you have proof in writing, it's really hard to prove in court. The way we dealt with it was we very graciously said, well, our schedule's gotten kind of busy, so we're just going to sit this one out. Sorry, there'll be plenty of other authors that will be more than happy to blurb your book. And since then, we've been very gun shy about blurbing books, because it's just that was a really awkward situation to be in, and we didn't read any further. After that first chapter, I just said, if this goes the direction I think it's going to go, this is going to get... It's one thing to be inspired, but to practically lift one of our jokes out of that book and apply it in there, and I was just like, wow. Wow. And it's one thing if you're giving a nod to somebody, but when it's your work and you're... And that's the other thing. That's the other thing that is tough in copyright law, is the people who are suing you are hoping you don't have the same deep pockets that they have. Most cases, most cases are usually either settled out of the court or they're thrown out because somebody's run out of money. So copyright is really rough, and what's made it even rougher, and this is where we're going with this entire conversation, is the publishing industry is struggling to really understand the digital platform. It's getting there, but it is just moving at a really slow pace. The music industry is even further behind. The music industry has no idea whatsoever how to handle this. Which is why you see people like Lindsey Stirling, and I love Lindsey Stirling. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Lindsey Stirling. I've seen her in concert. I think she's wonderful. I think she's a good spirit. But where Lindsey really became popular, along with being able to dance like she does and play the violin, she was doing covers of Lord of the Rings. She was doing covers of video games, and she was doing it all for free. But the other thing is, the people that she was doing these send ups, these covers, these tributes to, if they really didn't like what she was doing, they have to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that she did a cover of their music so that she could promote her own brand. And it's, again, we're back in that gray area. Tying it back to content creators like me, the music that we play is music that we like to listen to, right? So where's the harm? Where's the harm in listening to music you like on Spotify while playing video games? Well, unfortunately, that is, you're taking that at face value. And you then look at the double standard of copyright and of the DMCA and everything like that with that recent TikTok viral video of the guy listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. So TikTok is completely void of any kind of litigation, because they're like, hey, we're just the platform. And it's you watch the guy's video, and it's obvious he didn't sit out and say, hey, I'm gonna create a viral video today. Viral videos don't work that way. And I'm gonna use Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. And where I think the area gets even grayer is when TikTok creates an ad for themselves using that video and all the offshoots, including Mick Fleetwood's. I was like, wow, that's impressive. Yo, DC Denny with the host. Good morning. So it's a weird gray area. The DMCA and copyright, and I mean, and like I said in Twitch for Dummies, that relationship that YouTube had with Spotify and streamers and the RIAA really could change at any moment, and it has. Do I think Soundtrack Soundtrack by Twitch is a legit solution to this problem? I think it is. I think it has some potential. The tricky bit is going to be, okay, where's the music coming from? Can you put together a playlist of your own? Is that gonna? And I find it funny that the people who are complaining about it were people who are already partnered. So this is just another, in my opinion, in my observation of it, this is another avenue for them to advertise themselves on. I mean, having a playlist of yours, featured, I think would be crash hot awesome. Also, every time somebody rolls their, you'll notice too, it's a nice little feature. you'll notice that when you're when you roll over my my feed, you'll see that it actually gives the what you're listening to, and then when you click on it, it'll it'll go on ahead and it'll give you all kinds of details. And yeah, I think that's a slick little interface. I guarantee you, in the future, they're gonna broaden that, and then it will be your image feature, or it'll say playlist powered by Sushi Dragon, or playlist powered by the Team Monster, or something like that. If you aren't specifically using the music to market your brand, a direct avenue to make money, it should not be an issue. Yeah, but see, they're in again, Steampunk Rick. This is the gray area. No, you're not specifically using music, but I am making money. Not a lot of money, but I'm making money streaming. So, by the rules of copyright, I am making money using their music in the background. There could be some people that literally will come to a stream because they like the playlists that are featured there. And I mean, it's a real quandary. It is a real quandary. So yeah, I do think that the Twitch the soundtrack by Twitch is a pretty neat concept. It's in beta. Yeah, it's in beta. So there's room for change. At least I hope. I think the partners who are crying foul. They don't like the music feature. They want to use Spotify. They play. I actually heard somebody yesterday, not a partner, but an affiliate, say, why am I getting penalized for Twitch? I pay to why am I getting penalized by Twitch for having music in the background? I pay Spotify. That's not how copyright works. You're paying Spotify. Spotify pays the artist, but now because you are on a monetizing platform, you, as the content creator, have to pay the artist, and you can't say, well, I'm paying the artist through Spotify. Copyright does not work that way. Copyright and content creation does not work that way. And for those partners who are crying foul, I'm like, then you're way too reliant on Spotify to make your stream worthwhile. I would rank any complaint about not being able to play the music you want to play, or playing your Spotify playlists, and you're saying that, well, it's affecting my stream and my revenue, and I should be able to play what I want because I pay Spotify. I rank that in the same article as, well, game developers need to be creating content for me because I'm reliant on them creating content, and if the game content creators can't keep up with my demands, then I'm going to go find another game. But I don't want to do that because I've based my audience around this game. Well, that's not the game. That's not the problem of the game developers. That's your problem. When you develop a Twitch platform, it shouldn't be around a single. It shouldn't be around a game. It should be around you. People don't. And again, this is one guy's theory. One guy's theory. People do not watch top streamers because they are playing Escape from Tarkov, Among Us, Fall Guys, or Destiny. They watch for one of two reasons. They watch for one, their skill at gameplay, or two, their personality. Sorry, there's a third thing. Or three, a mix of both. My strengths, I am not a great gamer, but I am a lot of fun to hang out with. Just ask me, I'll tell you. I mean, I do think that when you come on my stream, people come on, they have a good time, they chill, they relax, and they enjoy whatever it is I'm creating as a content creator. That is the way I approach my stream. You come for the personality first, the game skill second. Because if it's the other way around, you're going to be very disappointed. But there are other streamers that people watch because of the skill. Other people watch because of the personality. Perfect example, AOC. AOC, she popped on here, and of course, Twitch broke itself, right? People were clamoring to watch AOC with Lupo and Pokimane and others, right? But the reason why AOC and Ilhan were not, the reason why they got the numbers that they got had nothing to do with their skill in the game. And it turns out that while AOC may not be the world's greatest player of Among Us, apparently Ilhan is absolutely savage. But I do think that it is the personality of Ilhan and AOC that brings people into Twitch. And and so when people say, well, I need to have my music, then you've become reliant on something other than your own talent and other than yourself. And that, I think, is a bigger problem. So I'm willing to give Soundtrack a try. It is a work in progress. I think it's got a lot of promise. I'm digging it. I really don't like what they define as electronic, though. I think what they define as dance and electronic is a little off. I would love to be able to build my own playlist. That would be a blast. That would be an absolute blast. So the other thing I noticed, I didn't follow any other streamers other than people I've met here, Marv, Munch, and now Phil. I come to hang out. Games are just a bonus. And really, I think that, in a nutshell, Steampunk Rick, I know. By the way, if anybody's new to chat, I call Agent Series Steampunk Rick because we know each other from previous engagements or previous events where I'm signing steampunk books with my wife. So there you go. I do think that the biggest appeal of Twitch is not the games that are featured, but the social aspect of the games, the social aspect that the games engender around themselves. And that, I think, it will always be what brings people to Twitch, you know. Well, I mean, you got to admit, Steampunk Rick works. It does work, baby. You know it does. And as you're not a streamer, it's a lot easier for you to change your handle than it is for me to change my handle. And even if I were to be partnered, I would probably still stick with the T-Monster, because that's the brand that I've built it around. One of the things I was gonna mention, though, was that I noticed straight off the bat this morning after I came on, my camera quality looks a lot better now than it did last night. Last night I looked kind of herky-jerky on the PS4 side. Then I jumped over to PC, and suddenly I was in high resolution and I looked great. And now I'm back on PS4 side, and again, camera's looking tight. So I'm like, okay, it's something you'll notice when you start, if you decide you ever want to stream, chat. If you ever want to decide that streaming is for you, you're going to find that your settings will be dead solid perfect. Everything sounds good, everything looks good, and then you come back the next day and something's foobarred. And it's the joys of being a streamer and being a live content creator. It can get a little frustrating. All right. But I hope you enjoyed my I think this is how I'm going to do my Friday mornings. I think I'm going to do my Friday mornings where I'll come onto the Just Chatting directory and just chit chat, because I feel like I kind of need that to warm up to the game that I want to play. And I think it's because it's a mental thing. I really believe it's because it's a mental thing. This is a very tough game to play. For anybody new to stream, how you doing, everybody? You are gaming with the team. Oh, you will be gaming with the Team Monster. Right now, I'm just doing a quick morning chat, my cup of coffee. You can call me T. You can call me Team Monster. You can call me Twitch Dad. And I like the chatting too, Chain Nerd. I mean, and I like to do it while I play. But the problem is, Destiny is a game where I can do that. Then there's the games I was playing last night. I was playing Phasmophobia again last night. Do I find this game scarier than Phasmophobia? No. I think Phasmophobia is truly the scariest game I've ever played. And this has a little more of suspense to it. And also, I think what the difference between Phasmophobia and The Last of Us is that Last of Us is more about suspense, and it's still horror, but there's that sense of dread. A good example of that sense of dread is like in the movie The Thing, where they know something is happening on the base. They know something is wrong, something is terribly wrong, and yet they don't know where the next big reveal, the next threat, the next bad situation is coming from. And I think that is that's the difference. But with Phasmophobia, yeah, exactly. The thing about Phasmophobia is Phasmophobia is terrifying in that you are lulled into a sense of security, and then things just go bad. Yeah, it does. Phasmophobia plays the unknown threat level very well, and then they throw in all these little things like, okay, you can't run as Brandon said last night, the mechanic that they call sprint, is on purpose just a fast walk. And even in Ghost Hunter shows, when people run or when people sprint, they sprint for dear friggin' life. They do. They just go for it, right? And the sprint mechanic in Last of Us, the sprint mechanic, even in The Last of Us, you're sprinting. In Phasmophobia, you're just kind of fast walking, and it's not even that fast walking. It's more like you're just, the sprint mechanic is just laughable, but they do that on purpose. Absolutely, they do that on purpose. All right, so I've now switched to subs only, and you'll also notice that I've switched the game category to The Last of Us Part 2. And I'm actually going to turn off the music, and we're going to jump on in. As I'm becoming more resistant to base level thrills, I'm finding the beat the timer aspect is taking over. Yeah, that's another thing. And I think that is the real challenge of the school level. So last night, everybody, we being me, Nico, et al., we actually braved the school, and even Pip was taken aback as to how intense, how huge the map was for the school. That map was ridiculously huge. And you're given in the game Phasmophobia, you're given 5 minutes to plant cameras, check for the cold spots, that sort of thing. And that was the first place we went to where there was no cold spot. There was no cold spot, no sub-freezing cold spot where you see breath or anything like that. None of that. And so it was harder for us to case the area and go, okay, this is what we need to do. But it was such a yes, Nico, you're absolutely right. We needed to know where that entity was located before the 5-minute timer, because once the 5-minute timer expires, the ghost becomes agitated, and then it's susceptible to going on hunts. What I also, and I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And what I also noticed about the ghost at the school was the ghost of the school was way. I have not finished this game yet. I'm actually, I actually said Marv that I think I'm changing things up. I'm changing things up in the future. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a. I'm going to do. Wait, here we go. I'm gonna do like, because I've been doing this lately. I'm gonna do an hour where I just hang out in the chatting section, and then I'll go on ahead and launch into the game.
Hell.
Uh-oh. Oh crap. This ain't good. Oh. Oh.
Is that...
Oh, here we go.
Stay behind me.
Yep. This is Ellie's mess. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yeah, this is Ellie's mess. Okay, so the original theory I had is not a thing. My heart's going a little faster now. I was trying to figure out, hey Tiger, how are you? Got to head off to school. You have you know what? You have a good day at school. You have a good day at school, okay? Make it yours. Oh my God. Oh, this is bad, chat. Yep. Cutscene. How are you, Marv? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. This is Ellie's mess. It's also her mess. It's also her mess. That's the other thing. It's her mess as well. Oh, it's the map. It's okay. It's Elle's map. And that's how she finds her. And that's how she finds her. And that brings us up to now, doesn't it? It brings us up to here.
What do we do when we find? Just figure out how to get in first.
Five minutes into the game and I'm already pausing it. Wow. I mean, yeah, Marv. This is Ellie's mess, but this is also Abby's mess. Abby brought this on. This is a really, really good story. A really complicated story. When you say your career conversation wasn't so shit, did you mean the one that you and I had, or are you talking about something else? Okay, we obviously don't want to go
Still
in
with
that
me,
way.
love? Yes.
Oh, the one with your boss. Okay, that's good. That's good, right? That's good. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Glad to hear that that it was a promising career, a promising conversation. That's always good, man. Always good. Okay.
Okay. Grab that ladder. Ready?
And instead it was more about where you're headed or possibilities for you, options, that kind of thing. There we go. And if that's the case, good on you, man. The conversation, by the way, since we're talking about conversations, good. You know, we were talking about conversations. Conversations that the conversations that I had. Quick real chat update about my own job hunt. I had an interview of sorts, and I say of sorts because it was with a recruiter, and they were looking for somebody. In all fairness, I don't remember applying for the job. I don't remember even what the job description was. But where, you know, and Marv and I were chit-chatting, and then this woman called. Couple problems with the phone call, and here's why I am super skeptical and probably never going to hear from this woman again. One, she said, I'm going to call you on Monday at like 1 o'clock. Well, she had an appointment that went late. She calls me from an unknown number, and I ignored it. It went to voicemail, and she was like, "Yeah, my appointment went long with me, so you know, let me know when's a good time to call you." So I ping her back, and I said, "Okay, you can call me anytime this afternoon," and that was Wednesday morning. Call me back anytime this afternoon. She calls me Wednesday night at like 6 o'clock. Already, I'm like, okay. 6 o'clock is not the afternoon, but you do you. That's fine. And as I'm talking to her, I realize she has not even looked at my resume. She is asking me questions that are on the resume. And as I'm describing to her certain jobs, she's like, "Where's this job?" And I said, "Well, it's under Attain. You'll see it there." "Oh, yeah, there it is." All right. And she's asking me the stuff that I mean, obviously I applied for the job, but these were the questions that I know for a fact I answered in the original job application. Like, are you a U.S. citizen? Are you, do you have any disabilities? How do you identify? And I'm sitting there going, come on. Did you even look at my friggin' resume? And it's a little aggravating. So I went on ahead and, answered the questions that I answered, and that was the end of it. So when Pip said to me, "How did the interview go?" I was just like, I'm never going to hear from this woman again. Yeah. That's what it sounded. Yes, in the original Code.gov work, yeah. And it did sound positive at first, but the deeper we got into it, the more I could just tell she had not even glanced at my resume, because she was asking me questions that I'm like, I really was fighting the urge from saying, if you read my resume, you would see that that's there. If you read my resume, you would see that that's there. She connects with me on LinkedIn. She's asking about my 12 years experience with Imagine That, and I said, again, I was like, well, you got to look at the resume because it will say that is contract work. And this is it did sound very positive and promising. It did, Marv, but at first. But as I continued to talk to this woman, I just could tell she had no clue about my resume. None. And it's par for the course for dealing with recruiters. So I'm a little skeptical. Now, next week though, I will definitely be talking. Hopefully, I'll be talking to somebody next week about other positions that I've applied for and have been recommended by from people. So we'll see. And really, Rick, the reason they stay employed is because they're getting people they're getting people registered, you know. They're getting people they're having people they have so many people that they call, and when they call, you know, they call and they get people to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow!
These obvious.
Oh, I forgot about these. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
He's been tracking us.
He has.
Careful. Stay close. Where are you?
It just feels so surreal to see this. Sorry, chat. Oof. This is a different kind of scary. This is a different kind of scary from Phasmophobia. And this is really intense because unlike Phasmophobia, where it's the unknown, I kind of know. Well done, Steampunk Rick. Well done. This is a cutscene.
See this, you son of a bitch. She don't love it.
Hands up. Back away from your shit. I said back up!
You're making a big
Don't
mistake.
fucking turn around.
This is where it all comes
Don't
down.
keep your bow on him.
Yeah, he's moving out of sight. He's moving out of sight.
You gonna kill me like a coward?
Fucking people.
Yep.
Stand up! Hands in the air, I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out
Yep.
of here.
I know.
Stand up!
I know.
Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up! Alright?
Stop! Stop!
Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon!
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There's no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go.
You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Stay here. Watch the exits, don't let her leave.
Oh,
Fuck! Don't you fucking run!
now I'm trying to kill Ellie. I'm trying to kill Ellie. That's ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous, chat. Wow. Ballsy move, Naughty Dog. Ballsy move. Ballsy, ballsy move, Naughty Dog. Okay. No, it's not letting me do it. I gotta go through there. Okay. Alright. Alright. Gonna go for it. Jeez. And I have to, yeah. And I have to remember how everything is set up. Yep. Duck. Oh! Here we go. Whoa. Ah. Get out of there. So how do I... Whoa.
Fucking.
I get it. Yeah, I know. Wow. Fight or flight, baby. Fight or flight.
You're gonna die here.
This is a really ballsy move on the part of Naughty Dog. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, that gave me a fighting chance.
Make this quick. Got you.
Ah! So what can I do? I can't do anything to her. I can... Nope, no, I can do. What does she land on? So basically I can melee her, and that's about it. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. Don't attack Ellie head on. Alright, fair enough. Thanks for that important safety tip. Thanks, Egon. Whoop, hello. Exactly. Exactly. You would think with all this commando training that she's got, she will fuck up your day. With all this... With all the commando training that this girl's got, you would think that she couldn't just make something like a rope or something. Is that door locked? Yeah, door's locked. Okay. This is one of those tests of patience. I get it. But seriously, this is such a that is such an incredible choice from Naughty Dog. You gotta play the bad guy, and you've gotta survive. There she is.
You better not run. Scared?
This is good. This is really good. My heart is going a mile a minute right now. There she is. Wow. I mean, with all this stuff sitting around, you would think that Abby doesn't just, you know, MacGyver something together. Can I get to high ground, I wonder? Alright. We've established this. There she is.
There you are.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, but her listening mode has been for shit up to this point. Now suddenly she's got super hearing? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, game? There we go. I know. The bass is killer. Boom, boom, like a heartbeat. Her listening skills are for shit. That's the thing, though, chat. Yeah, I don't understand. No, apparently not. Apparently I can't. Apparently this is all stealth. I've got to sneak up behind her. And that's the funny thing about it. This could be it. What? Now wait a minute. So, okay, wait a minute. Time out. So I was right behind Ellie. Got no prompts. And then she literally just turns around and that's it. I'm missing a step somewhere. I mean, that's the thing. I should be able to pick up something, anything. I mean, that's what yeah. I'm obviously missing a step somewhere, chat. It's like the ultimate boss fight with yourself. And you know what? Something else I'm noticing too, chat? The prompt. I feel like I need to get high. See, it's not letting me climb anything. Yeah, I don't think I want to get high playing this game. And it seems like this would make me would take for freaking ever. But that's my point. See, that's just it. I can't interact with any of this stuff. I can't interact with any of that stuff. Alright, I know she's over there. There she is. Shit.
No, you're in here.
Hey, Tara.
Fuck is she? I can make this quick.
I mean, do I have to cycle through all the dialogue here? I'm really at a loss, chat. I don't know. I don't know how to. It's going to sound completely wrong when I say it, but I don't know how to beat myself. Okay.
Scared?
That's what I figured, but the thing was, Thermal, I got behind her with takedowns, but I got no prompts. I got 0 prompt.
Where'd she go?
All right.
No, you're in here. Abby!
Ah, damn it! See, this is what I'm talking about, Thermal. Yeah, I know. I know. I have to hit her. Yeah, use the environment to sneak up on Ellie. I did that. Black powder and dynamite. Yeah, I saw what you did there, Steampunk Rick. Yeah, it's just, man, this is. Oh, and it started me at a different point now. All right, so let me just see. Yeah, I know I can't face to face with her. I know I can't do that. That's insta-dead. There we go. There we go. This is so weird. So freaking weird. This is so friggin' weird, chat. So friggin' weird. I dodged. Thank you very much. I hit the button. Don't give me that. You can carry 1 brick and 1 bottle to stop. It's breaking my heart, man. It's breaking my heart.
Motherfucker!
Whoa. This is a really big-ass theater. Shit. Get out of there. Get out of there, girlfriend. Can I please pick that up? Yeah, I love the fact that I've... Oh, jeez. I love the fact that... I love the fact that there's all this different stuff in here, and the only thing I'm picking up as a weapon is a bottle. That's a little ridiculous. Which means I gotta get up close to her if I really want this to be effective.
You're gonna fucking die!
Oh, shit! Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, shot in the face. Okay, Thermal, do me a favor. No spoilers, please. I gotta figure this out on my own. I know the bottles are for distraction, but they can also be as a weapon, so let me do this on my own. I will let you know if I need help. I'll let you know if I need help. Jeez. Frickin' bottles. Tara, I know, but remember, this is my first time playing it. I'd rather not be. I'd rather not. I gotta figure this out on my own. Alright, she's coming over here.
Can't stop this!
I don't like... Oh, crap. Are you kidding me?
Hurt you! Found you!
Oh! What?! Oh my god. This is... Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one. And this is really... This is even tougher because I am fighting every freaking instinct. Every freaking instinct. The now I will say this. One opinion, and so just so you know, and I think why Thermal is anxious for me to finish this is because we're gonna have a big deep dive into this on Geek Wolfpack podcast. To me, this is a little sloppy. And a little rushed on the part of Naughty Dog in that throughout this entire adventure, they have established Abby as being able to put together materials and create stuff, whether it's pipe bombs, whether it's crafting of weapons, etc., etc. And I would say the same thing if it was reversed and it was on L. But now you're telling me in this theater where they've got paint cans, where they've got chemicals, where they've got wires, ropes, all these things. Abby can't craft something? Really? Abby can't craft something right now. It's just, it's basically bottles in a dream. I find that a little hinky. I find that a little hinky. That being said, for all the hiccups that I feel like this game has had for me as a player, this is really hard for me to do. This is really, really hard for me to do. Meant to be intense, not logical. Thermal just wins the internet for the day. I think that should be made into a t-shirt, Thermal. Boss fight. Meant to be intense, not logical. And okay, I'm gonna stop there. Let's get to it.
Got you!
Now, see, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That's, see, to me, that's bullshit. You know, that, you're telling me that, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, got you.
I'm gonna get my bottle.
No, you don't.
That was just rough. No, I mean, no, it's okay. Yeah, search the... F you, Naughty Dog. Search the environment for useful tools. Oh my god. Yeah, she's gonna start throwing pipe bombs at me now.
Damn it.
Strike! 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 Oh my god. I have no idea. There we go. There we go. I have no idea. I have no idea who I'm playing now. And I think that's the point. I think that's the point. So I'm still playing Abby. I'm still playing Abby. I'm still playing Abby. Oh my god, chat. That.
Fucking kidding me.
Nope. Oh shit. R1.
Fucking cunt.
Ah. What? This girl's got weapons coming out of the wazoo now. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, really? Can I not get through there? Oh, I can get through there. Okay, great. Search the environment for tools. Bottles in a dream, baby. Bottles in a dream. All right, so now it's become the arrows.
What's she doing? Fuck.
There's no point in her. She planned trip mine back here.
Shit.
I mean, seriously, with all of these friggin' Oh, I see. All right. Come on.
Come on,
Shit! Oh! Such BS. Such BS. Such BS. Shit. All right. Just make sure she hasn't put any trip mines back here.
damn it.
Of course. Man, Abby's listening skills are crap. Whoop, all right. And we got a brick. Oh. She is. Whoa! Oh, godly day. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, Dina. Oh, it's just a fucking sideshow. And guess what? She's pregnant.
She had nothing to do with it. She's pregnant.
This is Dina.
Good. Abby.
Yeah.
Don't ever let me see you again.
Jeez, I'm trembling here. I'm trembling. I guarantee you my heart rate is higher now than it was at Phasmophobia. I guarantee you. It is faster now than Phasmophobia. Okay.
It's okay. We're good.
Give me a second, everybody. Little bit, Marv. Just give me a second. I'll be fine, Tara. The thing to know about this game is that it is an emotionally taxing game. I'm processing everything Abby's gone through. I'm processing everything Ellie's gone through. It's just it is Jesus. And yeah, Marv, the start of the first game, Marv, I kid you not, buddy, I was just like, what the hell have you all gotten me into? Whew. Okay. And I have such trust issues with Naughty Dog right now. Oh.
Who's that handsome fella, huh?
Yep. I remember those times. Fuck off. Don't do this to me. Yeah, I know. You're right. Right, buddy? Right? Yep. The thing that Serena liked to do... Sorry, Sunny. The thing that Sunny liked to do was... She liked to do the meme. And then sometimes I would just take my finger and just do this, and she'd just go... She would make her voice go up and down. It was the funniest thing in the world. Naughty Dog is the creator, yes. Naughty Dog is the creator.
Hey, you like these guys, huh? You got some crazy hair.
But yeah, Naughty Dog is the developer behind this, and they are
Dina, I'm in the kitchen.
So I just want to get the lay. I just want to get the lay of the land. Let's get the lay of the land.
Say hi to your Auntie Talia. Hi, Auntie Talia.
Auntie Talia? Now, who is Auntie Talia? Who is Auntie Talia? Huh. Little smudge sticks. Yeah, maybe, yeah. That sounds about right. Same thing? Yeah.
Damn. Tough crowd.
Yeah, Sonny does it. No, I tell you, the thing is, when I played The Last of Us, even though Sonny was well out of the age range of Joel's kid at the beginning of The Last of Us, I freaked out. I was just like, this is going to be a rough ride for me. This is going to be a rough ride for me. And the dad instinct kicked in really freaking hard.
Hey. Thanks for doing the dishes.
My dear Dina, thank you for the letter and the photograph.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
JJ's gotten so big already. He's got Jesse's smile. If he's anything like his dad, well, good luck. I can't wait to visit you. My back has been acting up again, but I'm on the mend. The doctor still thinks I need a few more weeks of rest. As soon as I can, I will be there. I appreciate the tender words in your letter. I will say what I hope is obvious. Jesse wouldn't blame you for what happened, and neither do any of us. We love you. You're part of our family. Be well. There will always be a place for you, Ellie, and JJ back in Jackson. Should you ever change your mind, love, Robin.
Got some tunes.
You learn to manage. As Rick and I can attest, you learn to manage like doing stuff one-handed. Kidding one-handed. So I guess they went off on their own?
Oh, fuck yeah! I love this song. Your mom is very easy to please. I'm with you. My bar is very low. Ooh, look at those moves. These moves? Yeah. Ooh, look at Mama go. Hmm? Oh, wow. Ooh.
Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. I'm getting nervous now. Getting nervous.
Okay. Okay, you're distracting me. No. Okay, all right. Go. Okay.
Well, I think
Oh, hey,
Tara.
I think I left Ollie outside.
Um,
You
I
mind bringing him back in?
I think you're catching the end of The Last of Us. You're catching
Where is
the
he?
end of The Last of Us.
Pretty sure he's on the tractor.
So, yeah. It's
You want some fresh air?
that's okay. Oh my god. Oh, chat, look at that. That's just gorgeous. They're Tara, they are a couple. They are a couple. Married, I'm not sure, but if you want to take a look, at previous gameplay, Tara, because I know you're new to stream, you're gonna want to look on my YouTube. Actually, hang on a second. It's actually the YouTube for Happy Hour from the Tower, and it's happyhourfromthetower.com. But if you give me a second here, I can actually pull up. Go here, and you'll actually see my. I have a playlist of my playthrough of The Last of Us. And you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to also do this. I think I'm going to actually do this while I'm here. I'm going to turn subscribers off. Because if we're at that point, quite honestly, if you're going to spoil it at this point, I already went through my trauma. Okay, let's see here. And I always do this. Oh, don't turn it off? Okay. Then I'll leave it alone. Whoop. Hang on, buddy. Okay. And thank you, Thermal. Thank you. Thank you for that. That is not a spoiler. That is Thermal looking out for me. As a good fire teammate should. Oh, and so you know, hey, good morning, Paul. So you know, Thermal, Pip is totally in for tonight. She is totally in for tonight. So if you want to join us, Thermal, just let us know what time. We're going to go live at 7:30. Just so you know, 7:30 today. All right? Or 7:30 tonight. Neither can I. Pip is playing Ghost of Tsushima. And no, she's expecting it, actually. She's expecting it. Pip is playing Ghost of Tsushima, and how you doing, Miko? I'm back on I'm black. I'm back on subscribers only. I'm back on subscribers only. I'm back on subscriber. Do I play Terraria? I actually got it gifted by a member of Stream. By somebody. No. I should be on. And Miko, I think you got subbed. I think you got a sub here. Really? Hang on. Subscribers off. Turn. Oh, subscribers. There we go. Hold on. Now, okay. So now I'm on subscribers only. Okay, now I'm on subscribers only. It sucks that I have to go. Yeah, I did. Jealous. It's so jelly. Okay, so they got a fence, so that's good to know. Oh, sheep. Nice. I never pictured Ellie as a farm girl. But why not? Yeah, Danny gifted me Terraria. I have never played it. I've seen some gameplay of it. I'm not sure if it's my jam or not. But, you know, easy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still got some stuff to do, apparently. But again, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the warning there, Thermal.
Hey, Ollie. What are you doing out here? Hang on, buddy. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty, right? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. When your hands are bigger. And you're not pooping your pants all the time. It's alright. Everybody does it.
Tara, I can...
I had a lot of stories to tell you.
I can't...
When you're older. Much older.
I can't even begin to tell you
I don't even know where to begin.
the strange beauty of this series, of The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. What's cool, chat? What's cool, chat, is right now I'm holding the right my right joystick, and Naughty Dog is basically saying that I can only do slow pans, which is actually quite cool. I mean, this is really clever. This is really, really clever. For all the things... you missed a lot, Paul. But the good news is that you can always go back. I'm actually tempted to go back and edit all of my previous gameplays and do like a truncated version of it. Not all cutscenes, but you know, just... See, now I can go in ahead and I can now go in ahead and I can pan to a regular pace. Oh, this is probably a dumb thing to do. I'm walking through a wheat field. Oh no, it's a huge time skip. Yeah, I can tell. First off, Ellie's arm is working. That's one. Yeah. I mean, he can be no older than 1 year. He can be no older than 1 year. What makes me nervous though is that whole, you know, walking through the wheat field like in Gladiator. This is just a... But yeah, Tara, This game is. Oh, man. We haven't introduced Sunny to that yet, and I think that might be on the hit list. Halloween, we're gonna keep Halloween pretty chill. Halloween is going to be basically.
Careful. Bad things are out there.
Our Halloween, we're playing it close to the vest. We're gonna probably introduce Sunny to the original Alien. She's seen Aliens, but she hasn't seen Alien. But I think we might even do a horror movie double feature, and we're gonna do that The Thing. But then turn around and oh God, I forgot. I cried so much, Marv, at the end of Gladiator. First off, you've got Lisa Gerrard singing that beautiful, beautiful song at the end. I would argue that is actually one of Zimmer's best soundtracks. Man, I would write action sequences to the Gladiator soundtrack, and it was just. But that beautiful song, "Now We Are Free." Man, I cried like a baby at the end of Gladiator. Hell, I cried at the end of Lord of the Rings, if I remember correctly. We should be so lucky to have friends like Samwise Gamgee, right? Nice, Paul. That sounds great. Yeah.
Say hi.
Oliver Reed's last film. Yeah. So real quick movie trivia about that. Russell Crowe was a kind of a party animal, like a full on just he would slam them back with the best of them. And then Russell Crowe was partying like with Burt Reynolds and stuff like that. Then he did Gladiator, and he saw Oliver Reed. And Oliver Reed was nearly fired from Gladiator because he wouldn't show up sober to the set. And Oliver Reed, don't get me wrong, Oliver Reed's a badass. He's like one of those he was part of the original crew, people like Richard Harris, Peter O'Toole, Oliver Reed. Yeah, no, exactly. Omar Sharif. These guys were these guys were ballers before ballers were ballers. And if you want to see a whole collection of them, watch Lawrence of Arabia. Still a great movie. But Oliver Reed wasn't in that. But Oliver Reed, who was in that? Jose Ferrer was in that. There's another one. Anthony Quinn. He was another baller, Anthony Quinn. But Oliver Reed on the set of Gladiator was just showing up drunk, and he was belligerent. And Russell Crowe went out one night.
And cue the
PC Herring. And he went out with Oliver Reed, and he was slamming him back, and Russell Crowe took one look at him and said, I'm going to wind up like this. And he worked real hard to clean up his act. PC Herring, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy, for that sub. I do appreciate it. All right. Everything's so peaceful. It's freaking me the F out. It's really freaking me the F. What a garden! Oh, God, I hope she's growing rhubarb.
He's fine. More? You can tell me to stop.
I do like Dina. Please don't let anything happen to Dina or
Should I
her.
stop? Okay, enough. Seriously.
Nice to know that with gay couples, it's the same thing that I do with my wife. She has to tell me to stop sometime.
Here. All right, there you go. Oh, gentle. Just like that. Here you go. Yeah.
Yeah, phrasing.
Hey.
Are we not doing phrasing?
Take him.
Can you get the sheep into the barn?
Oh, I got him. I can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't you rest it up.
Okay, here.
I want to say we tried one of these things with Sunny when she was that age.
There.
It didn't quite work. Didn't quite work for us. I wanted that thing to work, but it just never did. And I don't think we did the backpack or anything like that. All right, so what are we doing now? We're getting the lamb back there?
Listen up, sheep. Your dinner awaits you in the barn, so come on. Snowy. Barn time. Easy. Head on in.
Oh my God, that's a great touch. Did you see that? Watch her right arm when she runs.
Let's count.
That's what
2.
you do.
Better
That's what you
stop.
do, chap.
I'm getting sleepy.
That's what you do, chat. That puppy
Eugene?
needs milk.
Hey, inside. Todd. Move your
These
lizard.
are no. That's Ellie and that. Well, that was Dina. So yeah.
We definitely have way too many sheep.
No, you don't. That's called dinner.
Hey, what do you say we eat some of them?
Oh, yum
Tasty
yum.
snack. You warm enough, buddy? Just a few more.
But yeah,
Okay. What's the quietest animal on a farm?
lamb.
A sheep. When you're older, you're gonna have a deep appreciation for these jokes.
Remember, Marv, my
Okay,
funny honey
guys,
is from
see
New
you
Zealand.
tomorrow.
It's all about. Yeah, this is Ellie. Yeah.
Hey, how'd you get out?
Oh, come on.
Come on, little dude.
Jesus.
Come on, little guy. 28?
Oh no, not this. Oh shit. Oh no. Yeah, it's PTSD.
Ellie? Hey, Ellie. Look at me. It's okay. You're home.
Jesus.
Breathe. I'm gonna take him, okay?
I need a break, chat. Oh. This game is just relentless. This game is freaking relentless.
I don't know what. Let's just bring him. It's okay.
I mean, how can you not have PTSD? How can you not? Right, chat? That's why I say with Naughty Dog, I got trust issues. Please don't have arms coming out of the wood or anything like that, please.
It's good.
Please.
Haven't had any excitement in a while.
Please. I don't want this to end on a cheap jump scare. Yeah, no kidding. Let me guess. And now we check on Abby. And Lev, right? Yep. No. We're still going? Jeez. Oh! Oh, I remember that. Hell yeah. The rapey redneck town with the cannibals. Don't remember those. Don't forget those fine young cannibals. Remember? Don't forget those fine young cannibals. Yeah. Yeah. Some effed up shit right there, buddy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know it, but I mean, even more so with Ellie. Looks like they got visitors.
Hey, you. Who are you here with?
Hey, where you been?
Yeah, I know, right? Blind Gamer Steve
Just good.
with a 16-month streak. I think you're here for the big finale, buddy.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, so Tommy
There
lived.
you are.
Tommy lived. Whoa.
Come here, bud. Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh, I got it.
Hey. It's good to see you.
You too. You're getting heavy.
No, it's just a big ball of muscle.
Town's good? Maria good?
She's fine. We're taking some time apart.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Nah. We talked about it a lot, and yeah, it's what we both want, so. Okay. Come sit. I got something to show you.
Okay, I'm gonna put down the controller for a bit, everybody.
So I've been putting out feelers for months now.
Oh no. Seriously?
And this new guy heard my story. He told me about a woman that he traded with while he was moving through California. Described her as built like an ox, traveling with a kid with scars across his face. He said we're living along this coast in a beach sailboat right here.
Come on, Ellie. Just
That's
walk
gotta
away.
be her.
Just walk away. Just walk away. Come on, Ellie.
We're done with that, so.
Ellie, come on.
Sorry.
Well, I can't go.
Come on, Tommy.
I know.
All right. Reckon it's easy. Forget about her.
Here it comes.
Somehow come through way out here.
Son of a...
I'll make her pay.
Tommy.
That's what you said when we got back to Jackson.
Tommy.
Damn, Tommy. What a little shit. What a shit.
Can you take him, please?
Yeah.
For F's sake.
Hey, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, no kidding. And he leaves the map behind. Did you notice that?
I don't fucking care.
Wow. Wow. Tommy, you prick. Unreal. Unreal, Tommy. Why do I get the impression she's gonna go? Why do I think she's gonna go? Of course she will. Yeah. My my hang up, I'm worried that this is going to be something similar to my concern is that this is going to be something like the end of Lord of the Rings Return of the King. There were at least 3 different times I thought that movie was going to wrap it up. And man, it was the movie that wouldn't end. Yeah. Yeah, it was a dick move. It was definitely a dick move. Wow. Wow. Jesse's parents came out today. It was nice at first. They're good people, but then I started pushing for us to move back to Jackson. I couldn't handle it and left for the woods. I didn't come back until late at night. Dina stayed up for me. I could tell she was mad, but she grabbed my hand and led me to bed. I feel so guilty. It happened again. I was hunting this boar, and I cornered in this old gas station. It was bleeding out, screaming, sounded like him. Then I couldn't get the images out of my head. I left it there dying. My skin hurts. When does it get quiet? I'm haunted by your smiles. The mask keeps getting heavier. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. There's a noose around my neck, and the further I get, it's harder and harder to breathe. Can I find a way to cut the cord? I've been waiting for dawn, but the light's all gone. Don't know if I'm already blind. Can I leave it all behind? Happened again. Got rid of the... Oh, nope. Happened again. Got rid of the images pretty quickly, but my skin hurts the rest of the morning. I gave up trying to go back to sleep. Dina stayed up with me. When will this stop? I don't know how Dina talks so easily about Jesse. She tells JJ all about him. She think I'd be good for me to talk about Joel to get it out. When she says that, it makes the memory sound like food. When she says that, it makes the memory sound like food poisoning. I don't want to talk about it. It's just going to hurt. And I think once I start, I wouldn't be able to stop. Took JJ on a ride today. He laughed the whole time. I almost didn't think about Seattle all day. It was nice. Jesse's the father. Jesse's the father of the baby, biological father of the baby. And he was the one that when he and Ellie come out from the theater, he got shot by Abby. Yeah, that was the guy who was just there. That was Tommy. That was Joel's. Tara. Jesse was shot in the head. Tommy was shot in the leg, and I believe he also got a glancing blow in the face. So yeah, there's a lot of bloodshed in this. There's a lot of bloodshed in this. No, it's all right. You're basically playing catch up for a really epic game here. I mean, an incredibly epic game. Yeah, I was saying, Steve, that that was a ballsy move. That was a ballsy move, Steve, of basically playing for survival. You were basically playing to survive as Abby, and your objective was to kill Elle. That's just I just found that really clever. Yeah. And that's it's something similar to that. It's something similar to that, Tara. It's something very similar to that. And Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's Jesse. That's Jesse right there.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She, say something to you?
Make it 1 week.
Ellie! Hey! What took you so long?
Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Ina?
Jesse.
My.
Hey, don't forget, we're heading out early, so get some
Oh.
rest.
Yes, sir.
Hang on. I can do that.
Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay.
Sometimes I forget about that.
For you. How bad do I smell?
Like a hot pile of garbage.
It's okay, Tara. It's okay.
Okay.
I try to be, I try to make my stream as accessible as possible. Ask Steve. But I will tell you, Steve. No kidding, Steve. I found.
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now.
I felt like.
Maybe they're staring at you.
I felt like that scene in the theater between Elle and Abby
Maybe they're
was
jealous of you.
absolutely nuts.
I'm just a girl.
And it was brilliant. It was brilliant, ballsy storytelling. I found the mechanics a little sloppy in that Abby has been throughout the entire game has been like this super
Should be terrified.
MacGyver-y kind of girl that can craft all kinds of different things out of you, out of the stuff around you. But suddenly, all she's left to is bricks and bottles. It was a little weak, but just the way they're doing things.
Hey. It's a family event.
Oh, this is that scene.
Sorry. Sorry.
Remember next time there's kids around.
Yeah, like you're setting such a great example.
Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
Whoa!
The fuck did you just say?
Ellie, Ellie, don't.
Get the hell out of here.
Get your hands off me.
Hey!
Enough.
Come on, you. Let's go for a walk.
What about them?
You worry about yourself.
Yeah, that was the incident they were talking about with the.
What's wrong with you?
He had no right.
And you do?
I don't need your fucking help, Joel.
Hey, easy there. Yeah. And I mean, that's the great debate, isn't it? That's the great debate about Joel, isn't it? No, he did not want a belly rub, Tara. He didn't. GamerCat here did not want a belly rub. Dude, I hate it too. What you do on your time, what you do on your watch, that's you. That's you, man. If you're not hurting anybody, that's what matters the most.
Hey.
That was a dick move from Tommy, though. That was a dick move on Tommy's part. He's doing great, PC. And by the way, I owe you a chat. I apologize. Time kind of got away from me.
Wow, since he slept this long, huh?
He had a day.
He's fine. Go back to bed. Talk about it in the morning, okay?
I have to finish it.
Oh, come on, Elle. Come on, Elle.
You don't owe Tommy anything.
I'll sleep.
I don't eat them. I'm not like you, Dina.
What? You think this is easy?
Hold that thought, Marv. Hold that thought.
For you. And
Hold
for
that
him,
thought.
I deal with it.
I love you.
Prove it. Stay.
I can't.
So what? I'm just supposed to sit here and wait for you? For God knows how long, just thinking you're fucking dead the entire time?
I don't plan on dying.
Yeah, well, neither did Jesse. Or Joel. Hey, stop. Hey, come on.
Settle
We've got
down.
a family. She doesn't get to be more important than that. I'm not gonna do this again.
Tara, I already have one.
It's up to you.
Since he's so shy, my lurk emote is GamerCat. He's tier 2. Yeah, he's tier 2. That's Sebastian. Sebastian is tier 1, and he's a bit of a himbo. And that's my what emote. And then there's Viola. She's the judgmental one. That's why she's the rage emote. And she's on it again. She's on it again.
24, 25 constants. 24, 25 constants.
Okay, Constance. Now we just need...
Oh, checked this street a week ago. I can't believe you traded a pistol for this. It's a lead. No way that guy saw fireflies over here.
Stop. I feel good about this.
Well, I don't.
Come on.
More game. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna forge ahead, at least until 10. But I got. First off, I got to talk about this from a writer's perspective, because that's what I do, and I just gotta also take a breath, because that's a pretty exhausting segment we just went through. I really wanted this game to be done. That would, to me, that would have been the perfect ending. Dealing with the PTSD, but okay, but we're moving on. Okay, so this is going to be a Lord of the Rings, Return of the King kind of thing. All right, no problem. Oh my God, this is Act 3. Jesus. So, I got thoughts. This is my I got thoughts segment. So Marv was basically saying, you said, Marv, that Joel took away Ellie's choice of being the cure. But what we saw, if you remember in some of those earlier scenes, is that with the doctor, you remember that he wasn't even sure that he would be able to find that cure. They really weren't sure. It wasn't like a we got this. They were like, this might help. This might help. It might not. Otherwise, either way, it's going to kill her. Right? The other thing too is that if you remember, Elle is like 12, maybe 13, and at that age, you are still not a legal adult. You really cannot make choices for yourself at 12, 13. For anybody who's watching that's a teenager, I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like a judgmental prick when I say that, but just hear me out. even with my daughter being 16, I'm still making some judgment calls for her. And I'm sure, Thermal, even your folks would if you were 16, well, I think you are 16, but regardless, as a parent, you have to make some hard calls. No, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can do this, you can't do that, you have to do that. But more so, the whole idea of Joel, and you watch what the progression. He had to deliver Elle to the Fireflies, but during the process, you become a father figure. You become Elle's guardian. Even if Elle, now granted, Elle is at that point in her life where she doesn't feel like she needs a guardian. But at that time, at that point, yes, he was reluctant. But you know what? I would argue it's the same reluctance you have when you become a parent yourself. I remember that first year, I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm terrified. I don't know if I can do this. I have to. Well, I had to. There was a point of no return. I had to do it, right? And I have no regrets as a parent. Am I a perfect parent? Absolutely not. But, and yeah, that's the thing, Marv. Eventually, it became that. It became this relationship. It became the relationship he never had with his daughter. And I honestly think that even if they were to open her up, even if they said, we know for a fact that if we open up Elle, harvest what's in her brainstem or what have you, we're good. We're going to have a cure. I would have done the exact same damn thing, because that's the parental instinct. I would take a bullet for my daughter. I would not let any harm come to my daughter. Hell, I'll give you a perfect example. Anybody remember Aphid? He said some shit about my daughter. Aphid. And this week he tried to follow the channel again. And like most criminal masterminds, Aphid used his same username, just with a different number tag at the end of it. Because apparently I'm an old man and I would have forgotten his name. I reported him because of the shit he said about my daughter. And for him to think that I would just let him come back into the fold like that. Well, fucking moron. Because you know what? That's not how I roll. You insult my family, whether it's my extended family or whether it is my immediate family. And you're gonna have to work real hard to get back in that circle. And even then, I'm watching you like a goddamn hawk. And that's the thing. You, in The Last of Us Part 1, you become that father figure. You really, Joel had to make a really tough call, but at the same time, it wasn't a tough call. I was going to get Ellie out of there. Because had it been me and had it been my daughter, I would have never taken her to the hospital. And you know, it's just, and that's why at the dance, Joel sticks up for Ellie, even though she doesn't want him to. And I get it. I get where Ellie's coming from, but there was like a 90, like Marv said, and what the characters were saying in the game, in this game, and you find it out in this game, by the way. You find out in this game that there was that, yeah, she was a cure, but we're not sure if it's 100% cure. Oh, no, at the dance, absolutely. Kind of wish Joel would have, you know, I really wish Joel had cold cocked the guy. He didn't, but and I get it. I understand. It's part of being in such a tight community, but I mean, yeah, you know, calling somebody, and I learned this the hard way. Using slurs like that, that's what it is. It's a slur. and there's no good of it. And no matter how upset, no matter how pissed, no matter how much somebody pushes your buttons, when you drop that bomb, it's real hard to come back from. I had to do some turning around in my life early on in my 20s, and I ain't proud of it, but I got over it. And you know, punch a homophobe, punch a Nazi, fuck them. You know, and Joel did the right thing at the dance, but the reason why Ellie pushed back was because that was after Ellie found out about this decision. And I get why she's upset. I get why she is frustrated, but at the same time, I don't think she heard that part. You know, she was just thinking, well, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. There's chance. And then there's a long shot. And this was a long shot. And I don't think she ever fully forgave Joel. And I think that's what's driving her right now, is that regret. I am just so impressed with the storytelling of this. I'm not sure where we're going to go at this point. I'm going to just put my faith in Naughty Dog. But I do like the fact that they are blurring the lines between Abby and Ellie so much. I do love the fact that they are
It's
just.
not going to be on that side. It's all evens.
It's good to see that Lev is okay, and I won't lie.
2409.
It's nice that
So 2425 should be that way.
Yeah.
it's nice that that Lev is okay, and that Abby is obviously taking care of him.
Fireflies are still out there.
Yeah.
What do you
One
think
thing
they're
I
up to?
found. Oh
The goal
yeah,
was always to restore society.
I did, Paul. I did. I did, PC. I basically gave this wall a paint job mainly because I was looking way washed out, and it was boring. So I wanted to improve the backdrop. So you'll notice that I've got my nerd sign over here, nerd lounge over here. On the other side, while you can't see it, it's a row of hangers that says 1 mile at a time. And here's the medal from the Baltimore Half. So you'll be able to see it. Oh, thank you, Thermal. Thank you. That's a problem that I run into when I really get into talking about this game. I totally forget that I'm still in intermission.
I mean, there's all sorts of ways to go about it.
Now this, I've had this for a while. I got this as a tester for Podcasting for Dummies
We had all sorts out.
for the 4th edition.
Something's out there.
Oh.
Demon. To your left. Got a demon.
All right. We're good.
Maybe.
Let's wear graffiti.
Oh, that
Does
ain't.
that mean fireflies?
That's not graffiti.
No.
That's not
Nothing I
graffiti.
recognize, at least.
That's not graffiti. That's trouble. That's trouble.
What if we don't find them here?
Assuming all the leads dry up, what would you like to do?
I don't know. Leave this place?
Okay. And where would we go?
West. See what's out there.
Ooh, west.
It's nothing but ocean.
And past it?
Other countries, I guess. You want to do that?
Why not?
Why not?
Good question.
If you can get the supplies together, go for it. Go for it.
2429. Too far.
Okay. Marv's right, you know. You guys are going to be just fine as parents. Don't aim for perfection. Just be the best parents you can be, man. Just be the best parents you can be.
$24, $22.
Really close now.
Kind of want to go looting. See if I can loot in here.
What do you want to do for dinner tonight?
We've got those lobsters I caught yesterday.
Lobsters? Damn. Guess she got her gun back. And 9 shotgun shells. Come on out, honey bun. Smile.
All quiet now.
Good.
You know, I mean, like I said,
I knew something was out there.
the
Yes, you did.
the
Keep your guard up.
the
Go back
thing
behind
about
that house.
24, 25.
Attaboy.
we're trying for sure. The current political and pandemic environment leaves a certain level of elevated base level stress, which makes it hard to know whether I'm being impatient as a parent or just stressed. And this is the thing that set me off. Even otherwise, it would have. Lobster is probably a lot easier to come by now since they're not being fished commercially. Back in colonial New England, lobster was peasant food. Ooh, who knew? You know, PC. The truth is that you're absolutely right. Ooh, that's not good. You know, with what's going on, just, you know, in every way, shape, or form, with what's going on, it's not easy. And you want to keep a level head. You want to be able to make sure that that you're not flipping out for the wrong reason. And hang on. The Rattlers are here. No one is going to make me their fucking slave. Andrew Logan Ori, Daddy is coming to see you. Okay, so that's probably what the sign is. It's Rattlers. It's a gang. All right. He hit out. But, you know, especially when you're a dad. Hey, Viking, how are you? Good to see you. But especially when you're a dad, PC, everything gets elevated. Everything gets elevated. Viking, it has been, yeah. Oh, that's a suicide net, yeah. But the Rattlers, that's got to be a reference to that gang sign outside. Viking, it has been an emotionally draining morning. It has been absolutely... This game is just stunning. It is stunning from a storyteller's point of view, but man, I am just spent. And now we're talking about being a new parent in the age of COVID. And the closest I've come to that, PC, was when I lost Natalie. We were separated. We were headed towards a divorce. And Sonny was 5. And I'm an amateur when it comes to being a single dad, being a single parent. And it was just an emotionally trying time. And I didn't know. And the thing was, I was trying very hard. I know what you're going through, PC, because I was still going to the office on a regular basis. Well, before Natalie passed, but I was going, on a regular basis. I was going to the office. Meanwhile, I was, and I kid you not, how bad things were in the marriage at that time. I was literally moving stuff in secret out of my house and into my new apartment. The apartment you visited, actually, PC, and it was hard. It was hard. It was hard. But the thing is, chat. Hang on a second. The thing is, and I'm saying this not just for you, PC, but I'm saying this for Jen as well. Give yourself a break. Give yourself credit. You are not going to be perfect parents, because there's no such animal. There's no such thing. You love your kid, you protect your kid, and you make sure that you reinforce that, not just with your kid at this age, but through every age. And remind your wife. You talk about a Herculean effort, Marv. Oh, I could tell you some stories, man, about the stuff that I found out after Natalie's passing. I could tell you some stories about stuff that I found out. Some things that were going on with Serena that, and I know this is all coming up because of this game. It's all right. I'm good, everybody.
Hey.
But,
take me with you?
Yo, Jason, how are you? But I will tell you this. I will tell you all this. What Pip has done as a mother is amazing. Pip was the mom that Pip is Serena's mother. You don't have to be related by blood to be somebody's mom. And Paul, I'm just gonna give you my bit of advice here. Just be kind to yourself, and for Jen as well, be kind to yourself. Because it's not easy, but you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Yeah, I know. Heck of a time to show up and stream. Jason. But Jason, I got to tell you something. I've had a bumpy week. Your reaction to the story meant the world to me. So I'm glad you enjoyed the story. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. All right. So we're looking for 25, and I believe this is it.
I don't see any numbers.
Yeah.
24, 29 is next door.
This has to be it. Right?
Sure.
All right, it's locked. So, Jason, if you're curious, Agent Sirius is now Steampunk Rick. After all the talking I did, he changed his name to Steampunk Rick.
Good enough.
Easy there. I don't know how I feel about just randomly coming into someone's house. Oh. But yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jason.
This place looks abandoned. Like all the other houses.
Keep searching.
But yeah, this was a very eventful morning, to say the least. A very eventful morning. We basically reached the end of what was happening in Seattle. And
Painted the indoors to look like the outdoors, but plants don't look like that.
It's more like a child's dream version of the outdoors.
yeah, we're still going, Tara.
It'd be common for them to decorate kids' rooms like this. My dad painted a colorful jungle for me.
Oh. Yeah, I would have loved that.
And what you
Bet you would have.
and what you might have missed, or what you did miss rather, from the from today was let me just see if I can try to sum it up. So basically Jason, what happened was that at the end of last week, if you remember, Abby and Lev, after they escaped from the island, they came to the aquarium, and they find evidence of Elle being there. Elle left the map behind. Abby and Lev track her to the theater. There's a showdown. There's a lot more to go. There's a showdown at the theater, and you play as the funny thing is, the showdown at the theater, you play as Abby, and you're basically trying to probably half more weeks. Oh my God, 1 to 2 more weeks. Oh dear God. So you have this massive showdown, and you play as Abby, and you're trying to kill Elle, right? And then you have a showdown, and at one point, Abby makes a choice, lets Elle go. And Abby basically tells Elle, and then she does this in front of Lev, and Abby says to Elle, I should never see you, I never expect to see your face, right? And we think we're all done. We think we're all done, and what happens?
Okay,
Tommy encourages, does the guilt thing, and we're still going. Okay. So we know we're at the right spot. Any chemicals I can? Yeah, effing Tommy, man. Yes, he was. I mean, yeah. Elle did say he would make her pay. But holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Okay, so this is definitely the teenager's room. Yeah. That's not looking so good. Alright.
Maybe there's another way in.
Are you being positive?
I'm trying to be helpful.
You're always helpful.
Alright. But I have been blow the door handle off. No. Well, because he had a bad leg and he lost an eye. And I guess his thoughts were, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. And the only way I could do it is if the only way I could do this.
Is it really nothing? It can't be.
Yeah, I have to think about that. I have a growing list. I have a growing list of games. I still haven't finished Arkham Asylum. I wouldn't mind finishing Arkham Asylum, to be honest with you. Okay. And I have heard just how good Horizon Zero Dawn is. Believe me, that goes without saying. I mean, I know that. But my fear is that is that my list is getting out of control. My list of games is getting way out of control. And I have to make sure that I'm making time, for writing my own stories as well.
Lev, I think we're done here.
No, wait. In here.
You find something?
Seriously? Like a
Scratches.
Oh, it's on my list. Don't worry, it's on my list. It is on my list, to say the least. But oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, the whole bunker thing, right?
Been a while since anyone's been here.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
I was convinced that that I was going to finish this today after watching that ending. I was absolutely convinced. I actually I was at someone else's stream, and it was actually Gambit Etiquette. I was on her stream, and I was hearing people were talking about she's playing horror games right now, and she was talking about we were talking about The Last of Us. And I said, no spoilers. I'm just at I'm at this particular point, etc., etc. And someone in her chat said, someone said, yeah, Gambit Etiquette wouldn't do Last of Us Part 2 at all, because she's a dog owner, and she finds the cruelty against animals in certain games no bueno, which that's a legit argument. That's a legit argument. I know technically you could probably play this. I mean, Steve has mentioned you could play this game. You could technically play this game without killing the dogs, but it's just infinitely harder.
Down here. Look around.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I remember somebody was. I remember somebody was. I remember that somebody tweeted after my first day in this game. or rather the first time in this game where I had to deal with dogs and I had to kill the dogs, which I hated. The same thing happened in Ghost of Tsushima, and then there was there was somebody, I can't remember the gamer streamer, but she posted in her Twitter, she said, "Dear game developers, stop making us kill dogs in games." All right.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is... Do you see a call sign anywhere?
Oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters. This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me? Standing by. Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Ah.
Those are frequencies.
They do, don't they?
Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
Are these other Firefly outposts?
I have no idea.
Can anyone hear me? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Hello? Hello?
I mean, technically they've got quote unquote dogs in Destiny 2, but they're like armored war beasts. So you can kind of get around that.
From Santa Barbara. Can anyone hear me?
This game, it was a little heartbreaking.
If anyone can hear me, please reply. Please answer.
I don't like this shot.
Hi, Abby. We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara are you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Where were you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson. He was my dad.
How about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now, with a few more every month.
Oh, that's right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island. Approach the large domed building in Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. Over and out.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
Okay,
Okay.
can I look?
Fine.
Can I look at the time,
You were
Cat?
right.
Okay, I guess I can't. Right now, as you can see, the cat is like right in between me and the thing that I
Because it
check
makes
the
me
time.
feel better.
Right, yeah.
And because it happens so rarely.
No, just robot dinosaurs. I've seen that much. So Jason, when you say that shot of desperation, what do you mean? You're talking about how Abby is trying to find a base here. Yep, I got it. I looked at my phone. I think here is going to be a good spot to call it. I mean, granted, it was an autosave, but I'm just going to go ahead and call it because I don't know if I need a break. This game, chat, I tell you what, this game has been astounding. And I know I've said that over and over and over again. Oh, where you say I don't like that shot. Yeah. It was a very rough that was a rough shot. I was just waiting for something to jump. I was waiting for somebody to jump. Before we raid Tiddly, I wanna do a couple of things. First off, I wanna let's see. All right, got that. Let me see who's on first. There might be somebody else I wanna send the love to, but okay. Wait, am I? Oh, that was somebody suggested. Okay. I can't raid Tiddly because Tiddly is not online. So Tiddly's out. But let's see. Yeah, I think back at you, PC Herring. Back at you. I'm not going to apologize about the emotional stream because let's be honest, I'm playing The Last of Us Part 2. I'm playing Last of Us Part 2, and she's probably still in pre-show. She's probably in pre-show, but let me just double check. I will do a refresh. This has been a really amazing experience. There's Tiddly. Oh wow, my entire list just almost practically doubled. I think that's Shaminata. Yeah, Shaminata is. Shaminata is playing Phasmophobia. And Tiddly's chatting. But you know what, chat? I want to go ahead and raid ZG Photo. Let's go ahead and let's raid ZG Photo. First things first, I want to go ahead and do this. All right. And thank you again, everybody. Thank you all for enjoying the ride this morning. Just as a quick note, I will be probably changing the format of Fridays, where I do roughly half an hour to an hour of chatting, and then I'll actually jump into the game because I don't think it's fair me just spending the first hour of the stream, chilling out with everybody, and then I launch into the game. But don't anybody go anywhere because we're going to send the love to ZG Photo. So don't anybody go anywhere. That happens, Marv. Come on, I can't slack you for that, buddy. Can't slack you for that. But yeah, the emotional intensity of this game is unparalleled, and so because of the themes, if you think about it, Last of Us Part 1 is a theme about fatherhood, about what it means to be a protector, what it means to be a father. I think The Last of Us Part 2 is about family, because you see what's going on between Elle and Dina, and then you see what's going on between Abby and Lev, and so yeah, that's that's a lot. It's a lot to process, but I really do want to make sure that you all know how much I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you all hanging out with me this morning. Thank you all for all the support, the subs, and the hosts, and the bits and the tips and everything that you do that keeps me coming back. And speaking of coming back, tonight at 7:30, we are going to be joined by Thermal Wolf, and my wife and Thermal are going to play Ghost of Tsushima Legends. That's going to be fun to watch. The other thing that's going to be happening this weekend, just so you all know, Saturday night, I believe we agreed, like Saturday night around 8 o'clock. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, my wife and I are going to build a fire at the fire pit, and we're going to tell spooky stories by the fire pit. Some of them are spooky stories that other people have written. Some of those stories are stories we have written. So prepare for Fireside Lore, the Halloween edition. That's happening Saturday night. And we're going to go and we are going to raid ZG Photo. You all have a fantastic Friday. Have a good start to the weekend. And I'll see you all tonight at 7:30 with my wife for Philippa's Freaky Friday and Ghost of Tsushima. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.
Just another night, no sleep. Staring at the wall again. Always know that I'm in deep. When I start ignoring all my friends, I don't even know the problems. So how am I supposed to solve them? Still I'm drinking like it stops them. I feel too much and nothing at all. Lately, I feel a little crazy. I wish someone could save me now. I can't take these emotions down.